Number 6. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
While The Breakfast Club may be John Hughes' most mature work, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is pure adolescent fantasy. Many kids dream of skipping school for the perfect day out in the real world. And Ferris Bueller has the wit and guile to realize their desires on screen in this impeccable high school caper.
Where Cameron goes berserk.
When you're young, it can feel like your sibling or your teachers are out to get you. So even the antagonists feel like they're lifted straight out of a kid's mind. With its relatability, hilarious humor, and unforgettable music, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a movie 80s kids love to revisit.
Whatever miles we put on, we'll take off.
How?
We'll drive home backwards.
Number 5. The Goonies. Continuing the theme of portraying kids' fantasies, this film sees a group of misfits on a quest to save their neighborhood by finding a pirate's treasure. While the Goonies' adventure, which sees them facing mobsters in a race to acquire the legendary gold, may be fantastic, the kids themselves are firmly rooted in reality, and they all feel identifiable.
Come on, guys. This is our time.
Because they seem like real kids, this made the young audiences of the time engage all the more in the Goonies' local treasure hunt, and probably inspired them to have adventures in their own backyards.
Don't say that! Never say that! Goonies never say die!
Number 4. Ghostbusters.
The city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion.
What do you mean, biblical?
Ghostbusters was a smash hit, especially with children. While most of the film's dry and witty humor went right over their heads, there was still plenty of broad humor, entertaining action, and creepy cool effects that still hold up, by the way. All of which kept them enthralled and singing right along with that catchy theme song.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Perhaps the biggest impact of it, though, was the way it fired their imaginations. Kids love pretending to be Ghostbusters. It's like being a fireman, but instead of putting out fires, you're capturing ghosts with streams. Number 3. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
It was only a matter of time before we got to Star Wars. Of the 2 movies in the original trilogy to come out during the 80s, we have to give the edge to Empire. The film has a darker atmosphere and higher stakes than Return of the Jedi, and for a lot of kids who grew up during the decade, it was their initial exposure to more serious storytelling, not to mention their first plot twist.
No, I am your father.
The Star Wars movies are pretty iconic in general, so the only reason this isn't higher on our list is that we feel the following entries managed to capture 80s childhood a little better.
The possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Number 2. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
God, he's tall.
If a plot about a young boy discovering an alien, taking care of it, and helping it return home sounds familiar, that's because E.T. influenced a lot of movies and other media that followed it. However, this Steven Spielberg film had a certain magic and charm that profoundly impacted 80s kids.
I could take care of you. I wouldn't let anybody hurt you.
The recurring 80s movie motif of children understanding things in ways adults can't, and having adventures of their own, may have gotten its start here. Young Elliot makes for a fantastic and empathetic child protagonist, and his friendship with E.T. tugs at your heartstrings, no matter what age you are. Before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
You're kidding. Dad, it's really neat.
Am I weird? Yeah, but so what? Everybody's weird.
Number 1. Back to the Future.
Whoa, this is heavy.
The logic of time travel can give some people headaches, but this film is far from heavy. It may seem strange that a movie set mostly in 1955 is topping our list of films iconic to 80s kids, But rest assured that Back to the Future had a tremendous influence on that generation and many others.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
The story of Marty McFly and Doc Brown's quest to get Marty's parents together and return him to his proper time made time travel accessible to and beloved by everyone.
Let's see if you bastards can do 90.
With its likable heroes, quality storytelling, hysterical comedy, and infectiously grandiose music, Back to the Future is simply a timeless movie experience.
Hey, Scott!